Hey, Bob Hicks here, Sandberg class of 1977. And I was recently asked to tell a little bit about the 1977 IHSA state track meet, a little bit about the mile run race that day. And certainly it was a great day for Sandberg track that day. And just tell you a little bit about it. It was a really hot day, and I can remember, we had to warm up in the field house that day, trying to stay cool. And Tom Graves was in the race too, and he had won the 2 mile earlier that day. But I remember coming out before the race, and we didn't have a lot of interaction with the coaches, but Coach Court came down to the fence near the start and just called me over and said, "Bob, it's been a great 4 years. You put in all the work. Let's go run like a champion." And certainly I felt like there was a sense of focus at that time, because I'd had some good races but had never really won a state title yet at that point. So this was my last chance to do it. Anyway, we started on the staggers, and coming off the first turn where we cut in, I just cut in and I was quite a bit in front of everybody, and that's really not the way I usually ran. I'd like to say that it was brilliant strategy that day, but it just seemed to be the way that it played out. It really wasn't pre-planned at all. I kept waiting for the field to come up to me, and it came through the first quarter in 57, and still nobody was there. And I was feeling great, continuing on. Came through the half, and I believe it was about 1:59. Still nobody was up there, and I kept wondering, when's the pack going to come up? And so I ended up cruising through then in the 3/4, and I think it was maybe between 3:01 and 3:03, somewhere in that range. But still, the pack had not come up, and I really was waiting. Got around to the other end of the track where we had 2:20 left to go, and one of the officials on the side of the track said, "Hey, Sandberg, you're looking good. You got it." And I can just remember this sense of elation coming over me, and just really enjoying that whole last 2:20 as I was coming in. And finally I realized I was finally going to win, and the final time for the mile was 4:08.6, I believe. It converts into some 4:07 something there on the metric. But the best part of the day was right after I crossed the finish line. Who comes in right behind me but Tom Graves? He finished really strong in the mile, and the best part about it was that was the 1-2 finish gave us 18 points in the mile, combined with his 10 points in the 2 mile. 28 points was good enough for third place as a team in state. And if I'm not mistaken, that may still be the highest team finish that Sandberg we've ever had in the state meet. So that just tells you a little bit about the race.